All right, this morning here in Finding Faith, we always have a special guest, George. We really do. But this is Steve Gilbert, and Steve is here. What's so unique about Steve is that he retired back in 2003, but you are running marathons, is that right?
That's right, I'm running.
77 years old, and you're running the Boston Marathon on Monday.
That's right. I'm pretty excited about it, more so than I probably look, but I have to keep it toned down a little bit.
Yeah. Well, and the other part of your story, Steve, is the fact that you've been battling Parkinson's disease, and your physical activity, whether at the boxing gym or running marathons, has really been something that has helped you, hasn't it?
There's no question in my mind that staying active has made a total difference in the progression of my Parkinson's symptoms.
Yeah.
So in terms of working out, when did you start running marathons? I mean, and why do you do it? I mean,
well, like Jim Ryan said, you can't explain it to anybody.
Yeah,
first of all, you never give up, and secondly, you can't explain it to anybody. But I started working out in 2007 when the first Rocksteady Boxing opened, and I've been working out there ever since. And I started running in 2010 with the fitness that I found at Rocksteady Boxing, because I'd never been an athlete in my life and never taken any particular opportunity to do that. And I found out that I was fit enough and I could do that. And my brother was coming to run the Geist Half Marathon, and I said, I can do that. So I ran it, and the next year I ran it again, and I called him, I said, I just ran the half marathon, I feel like I could run back where I came from. And he said, well, if you sign up for a marathon, I'll come run with you.
Wow.
So we ran the 2011 Monumental Marathon together, and now we're running what will be my fourth marathon on Monday together again. He's running as my support runner.
Okay, and I noticed too you had a quote there that says that when you're running, you're really running against yourself.
Absolutely, and
is it so much of it's up here, I guess?
It is up here, and I kind of feel like every day is a contest, and I got to show that I haven't progressed in my Parkinson's and try to stay even with my age potential, and I've been pretty fortunate to be able to do that. I'm pretty blessed.
Well, Steve, we call this segment Finding Faith, and Randy and I are both interested in how faith has informed your passion for working out. You say a prayer when you run.
Well, I think running in itself is a prayer. It's glorifying the potential that I've been blessed with to do this. I mean, I'm 77, I have Parkinson's, and to be running marathons is not the normal pastime.
Sure.
And so something's different about it.
Yeah.
And I asked a doctor one time, why is it that most of the good things that have happened to me in the last decade are a result of my Parkinson's?
Yeah.
And he said, are you a person of faith? And I said I was, and he starts to quote me Paul's letter to the Corinthians,
2 Corinthians 12,
where Paul asked the Lord to take the thorn from his side 3 times, and 3 times the Lord refused. And he said, maybe Parkinson's is a thorn in your side. And I thought, wow. I've read that passage, but I didn't know it meant me. And then I found that a lot of other things in the book mean me too.
Absolutely.
But so he said, my grace is sufficient for you to do what I want you to do. And so that gave me added faith. It gave me added spirit. He also gave me the spirit to persevere. And so those two things, the blessing to be able to do it and the spirit to go ahead and do it, has changed my life.
And you really run for the glory of God.
I really do.
Yeah.
And
just one more thing. We're about out of time here, and that is, you said you want people to support you but not pity you.
Absolutely. I've had a good life. I continue to have a good life. My wife has been there with me the entire way. My family's been there with me the entire way. My brother's running with me. My church family is behind me. My friends are behind me. There's an article in the paper that just went online today that I'm already being overwhelmed with good wishes, and I can't say enough about the support that I've gotten from.
And Monday, folks, Steve is leaving for a little number they're having up in Boston called the Boston Marathon. So how about that?
Race, a little
yeah,
race.
A little race they're having, yeah.
A little race.
Amber, how do you like
30,000
that? I'm inspired.
30,000 of my
Inspired,
closest
too.
friends.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
Inspirational.